technology has a unique position in the professional education of India. With the motto focus on excellence, FISAT has been designed and developed to become a center of excellence in professional education. It's my great pleasure to introduce the session speaker, Professor J. Moshe Dayan. He's a graduate from PSNA College of Engineering and Technology and is the coordinator of PSNA IPR cell. He has done several projects like the Western Wireless Project in the United States, Earthlink, Data Scansion, then Vital Recovery Services, solar and wind powered hybrid vehicle, firefighting robot, and a lot more. He received his first patent grant on August 1st, 2019 for the solar and wind powered series hybrid ground vehicle. He received a degree in intellectual property law and management at the Gujarat National Law University, GNLU. He currently has one patent grant, one published, and five patents filed in his academic record. I welcome you, sir, and invite you for the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that introduction. I'm very happy to give my presentation here on intellectual property rights. And my very sincere thanks to Dr. Rajesh for making all the arrangements and finding me. And I'm very happy to present my entire presentation on this intellectual property rights. Well, today there are going to be two presentations. Participants, I want all of you to have a pen and paper handy so that we will cover a lot of things. The first part of today's session will be right now from 10:35 to 11:30, 1 hour. And the afternoon session, perhaps we will have it by 1:30 to 2:30. Okay. So the first session, I'll be talking about intellectual property rights. And then in my second session, I'll be talking about how to search a patent and how to draft a patent. So I want all of you to have a pen and paper handy and note down. Of course, I'll be a little fast, but if you have any queries, you can always pose the queries at the end of the session. So we will be having time. So for some 10 to 15 minutes, I'll be allocating at the end of the session so that you can note down if you have any queries or any doubts, you can note it down in your paper, and so that we will have a discussion at the end of the session. All right. So today, well, all right, let me straightly get into the session. Introduction to intellectual property rights. Well, the word gives a meaning. What is intellectual property rights? Say, for example, we have different properties, tangible properties, intangible properties. What is a tangible properties? Properties which you can touch and feel. Say, for example, I can give a lot of examples. Okay, let me share my screen. All right. Let me go for full screen. 1 minute. Okay, the car, what you have, or the house, the property, which you can touch and feel, all these things are tangible properties. Say, for example, I am going to buy a new Verna car, the Verna Turbo, which is the 2020 model. I have 12 lakh rupees in my pocket. Straightly when I go to the showroom and when I give 12 lakh rupees to the Hyundai dealer, he cannot give the car to me. Why? Because there is somebody who is playing in between the buyer and the seller. Who is he? The government registration. So the RTO office. So the Hyundai company has to take the car to the RTO office and must register the property, the car which I'm going to buy in my name, and then should give it to me. So for how long can I own the property? I currently have a Hyundai i10 car, which I bought in the year 2009, which means I can have the car only till 2025. So for a certain limit of time, I can own the property under certain conditions. So just by means of having money, I cannot just go and purchase anything off. The same is that for a land or for a home or for anything. Intellectual property rights, please listen carefully because we have a shuffled group of people. We have more students, so I'm starting from the basics. Listen carefully. Your intellectuality, your knowledge. So your knowledge could be anything. It might be a new song, might be a new poem, might be a new story, might be a new science invention, might be a new design, might be a new product which you want to launch in the market. So any kind of new things. So those things, when you want to bring it to the public, and you have to own this in your name. Say, for example, I have my home. If somebody says, this is my home, I say, hey, get out, man, this is my home. He will ask me, what is the proof? Then I will show the document. I will show the document from the the registration office that yes, this is filed on this date in my name. Similarly, to bring your inventions, to bring your knowledge, and to claim that as your own property, we call that as intellectual property rights. The word gives a very clear meaning: intellectual property rights, intellectuality, your knowledge, property. Property means your asset as rights. So you are going to claim all the intangible properties as your own thing. So which means there is a procedure that is involved, which we are going to see today. Okay. So generally in India, what are intellectual property rights? Fine. So these are the tangible properties. What you see on the picture, the home, the land, all these things are tangible properties. All right. Now we are going to see this intangible properties, properties which you cannot touch, your knowledge. So like patents, designs, copyrights, trademarks, and GIs. So these things are intellectual property rights in India. All right. So in common also they are called as IPR. Fine. Now I will brush up the GIs and trademarks for my next few slides, and straightly we'll go to designs and patents. I think most of us are engineering faculty members and students, so we'll concentrate more on patents. And I'm sure by the end of these two sessions, you all will be able to file a patent by yourself. I'll be telling you each and every step clearly. How can you file a patent by yourself? And I want all of you to listen to both the sessions patiently and clearly. All right. So first, I'll be talking about what is geographical indications. All right. First, I'll be telling what is patent, design, copyright, trademarks, and GIs. Then I will see GIs and trademarks. Fine. What is patent? Any kind of a science invention which is novel, which is non-obvious, which is clearly innovative, you can go for a patent. So patent can be filed for something which is a product and which is new in its idea and which is novel and non-obvious. I'll give a very simple example. The moment I say that, you will find a non-obviousness. What is non-obviousness? Definitely you would have not heard about it. All right. I'll give a very simple example. Say, for example, I saw this patent and I was really marveled. Madurai is famous for jasmine flower. So one student has invented a machine where he puts a bunch of jasmine flower inside a box and then he pushes on the machine. The next moment it comes out as a garland. Have you heard any flower garlanding machine? Definitely most of us would have never seen it because we don't have it as a product available in the market. So definitely the moment I say the word of flower garlanding machine, that is so non-obvious to you, which means you've never heard about it. One or two might have heard, but definitely that's something new. So that is called a patent. And today we heard the news, the ASME, the pistol machine gun. The pistol machine gun, definitely that should have been a patent. The pistol machine gun, which is very handy, the 9mm. Today morning I saw in the news. So anything which is novel, which is non-obvious, so that could be patented. All right. So what is a design? Design is something which is novel in its appearance, just in its appearance. And say, for example, you are going to design a pen, you are going to design a spoon, you're going to design a chair, which is totally new and nobody has ever seen about it. For those products which are new in its appearance, you can go for a design protection. And for certain products, you can go for both patent as well as design. Copyrights, yes, we have heard about the copyrights. Definitely copyrights, any kind of a new compilation, new story, a new music compilation, could be a new poem or any kind of a new novel. For those things, we have to go for copyrights. And trademarks, the moment you launch a product, you file a patent, and then you want to get into the business industry, you have to go for a trademark. You have to have the trademark that no one could ever use that name again. So those things are called trademarks. GIs are very interesting. GIs, certain products are predominant on a particular area. Those things come under GIs. Say, for example, the Nagpur orange, in Dindugul is famous for the Sirmalai plantain, Sirmalai banana. So those products, certain products are prominent in those areas, like the Kanjipuram silks. So those products are popular because of their territorially bond. They are cultivated on a particular area, on a particular locality, and the vendors and the sellers, they have the exclusive right to bring it to business. So those come under the category of the geographical indications. So we will see about GIs and trademarks quickly, and we will quickly navigate to patents and designs. All right. So GIs, just now I said what is a GI. So these are some of the examples of GI, like the Gir ka Seer mango, the Gangra tea, the Nashik grapes, the Nagpur orange, all these things. So GIs are protection given for the products of a particular area. So those things are the only people of those area can use that particular brand name to sell the product. So those things are GI gives protection for the particular product for those particular people in that particular area for them to bring it to the market. Then trademarks. Yes, we all know about trademarks. The trademark head office is at Mumbai, but you should know that the IPR offices are at 4 places. The head offices is at for every particular intellectual property, we have the office. Say, for example, the copyright office is at Calcutta, the trademark office is at Mumbai, but they have their wings at 4 places: the Chennai office, the Mumbai office, the Kolkata office, and the Delhi office. So in Chennai, we have the IPR office at the Guindy Intellectual Property Rights Office, where we can physically go on filing, or you can go, we can send it via post, or we can do e-filing also. So those things I'll be clearly telling you. All right, so these are some of the examples of trademarks. So we all know this, the Apple, the CNN logo, the McDonald's logo, the Pepsi logo, all these are trademarks. So they have the right to sell it in that particular brand name. Nobody ever could use this kind of brand name once the trademark is done. So why do we go for trademark? And I saw this the Pringles chips, the making of Pringles chips in this the Nat Geo channel, the Food Factory. This was something really amazing. You know, the Pringles chips, I thought, how could they get this much big size potato? Because all the potato chips are evenly sized. You know, this is a particular product which reached over 140 countries, and this was a massive hit. This took over the Lay's product, and this was winning a lot because of its unique way of producing it. And they have a patent for they have a protection for the can in which they are actually making it. And these potato chips, what you see, they had a problem between, because these are not exactly potato chips, because they are called as potato wraps. The reason is potatoes are actually smashed and they are squeezed and they are rolled as sheets. They are rolled as sheets and they are cut into evenly sized and they are curved to be placed exactly on the cylindrical trough which you see on the picture. So they have a very unique kind of making this product, and but they had a problem because they are not exactly potato chips. They are called potato wraps. The reason is they are not exactly the potato chips. The potatoes are made as sheets and then they are rolled. I was wondering how could they make so evenly sized potatoes? How much potatoes they could waste, I thought. So the idea of making this is totally different, which was evident on the Food Factory. So they have a protection for which they can use it, and they have a protection for everything, for the product, for the making of the product, and for the design, and for the marketing also. All right, next we will go for what is industrial design. Say, for example, there are two taps, what you see on the picture. One is the Metro product tap and another was a Jaguar tap. Now, both are doing the same function, delivering water, but both are totally different in appearance. For this, you can go for an industrial design. Say, for example, you design a bicycle, you design a bicycle handlebar, which is so unique, which that nobody has done in the world. Definitely, you can go for a design protection. So the Indian Patent Office gives a design protection for 10 years. Say, for example, you have a science invention, you can have protection for 20 years. So what will happen after 20 years? After 20 years, it will come to a public domain. Anyone can take the idea, can use it. So similarly, for a design protection, you have protection up to 10 years. Okay, now say, for example, this particular tap, this is also delivering water, but this has got a technology that is involved. Listen carefully. For certain products, we can go for a design as well as for a patent. Okay, so this is a particular product which is a patent because the water has got, the particular tap has got inlet and outlet, but it has got some timer. So which means this is a patent. There is a technology that is involved in delivering water. You can time, so for 1 hour it has to deliver water at this speed. So you can time, you can program this water tap. So this is a patent. Now, sometimes these things are sometimes so silly. You cannot find these taps in Kerala because Kerala you have plenty of water resources. In Tamil Nadu, certain places you have water scarcity. So somebody might steal the water. So they are having this kind of lock facility. For some people this might be funny. This might be so strange. But yes, to save water or to prevent others stealing water, no, they have got a tap and with a lock and key facility so that no one can engage the tap or use the tap. All right. So this is a kind of an industrial design. This is a kind of an industrial design. What is this? This is a kind of a design as well as a patent. So you have a technology that is involved on the top of the tap, and you have the technology where whenever you take your hand close to the water tap, water automatically flows out. You can manipulate the temperature. You can give a voice command so that if you want hot water or cold water. So this is a Toto premium tap. So this is a design as well as a patent. All right. So this is Candido Jacuzzi. I hope you all know what jacuzzi is. A jacuzzi is a massaging bathtub, and this was named after the inventor Candido Jacuzzi. So this was the initial. What you see on the picture is the first jacuzzi that was made, and what you see on the whom you see on the picture is the inventor Candido Jacuzzi. Later on, when you have this is a later hyper jacuzzi models. This will cost several lakhs of rupees. It is a four-seater jacuzzi, so four members can sit at a time, and they can have a jacuzzi. They can have a massage, and this is a huge tub which works, which has multiple functions and which costs several lakhs of rupees. Now, why do I tell this? Please understand, any kind of a clear-cut improvement on the existing technology, we can go for a patent. And that is what I want to bring it to your mind. Any kind of a technology improvement, when there is a definite improvement on the existing technology, you can go for a patent. All right. Say I'm going to give another example to you. See the side stand indicator. Now we see on the Yamaha ads, the side stand indicator is free when you buy an Yamaha bike. Okay. Initially there was a side stand. Initially those days in very old vehicles we would have never seen a side stand. And later on, side stand came because it was too heavy for old people to pull the vehicles. So side stand came. Then side stand, riding the vehicle with a side stand resulted in an accident. So side stand indicator came. That was a buzzer. Then another technology evolved, like side stand indicator will be indicated on the key pattern. So whenever you put in your key, if you have your side stand installed, if you didn't take off your side stand, that will give an indication. Okay, a buzzer and the indication. Then what is the latest technology? If you have your side stand, you cannot kick on the engine. So every little development, there is a clear distinction, that there is a clear differentiation from the existing one. So each and every particular development can be filed as a patent. All right, so this is a very peculiar tap. I don't know how many of you have seen this tap. You can see this tap on clinical surgeries and laboratories. This is a tap maybe for this COVID lockdown. This tap will be very useful. This tap, is called the elbow tap. What is this elbow tap? So you can use your elbow. Normally what we do is we will open the tap and waste a lot of water, and we will then apply soap, and then again we will close the tap, and after closing the tap, some of the soap will be left on the top of the tap. So we will be pouring some more water over the tap. I don't know how many of you have realized it. Yes, normally we do it. So this is a tap where you can save the water, because you can use both your hands to foam your hand, and then you can use your elbow. You can use your elbow to kick this tap on, and once you're done with rinsing your arms of your palm, then you can close this tap. This is called the elbow tap. You can kick on by means of using your elbow. So this is called elbow tap. This is a very hygienic tap. You can see this tap only on surgeries, hospitals, in surgical labs and the clinical laboratories. You can see this tap. It's a very hygienic tap. Commonly, it is not available at at homes. Yeah. So I had one. This is a very humorous incident. Okay, I always share this in all my presentations. So I asked one of my students. He came late to the college. I said, I always motivate my students. I ask them, what is the problem you have? What problem you have? Can you convert your problem as a project, and then can you convert into a patent? And I was asking one student, why are you late to the college? He said, sir, I had a fight with my brother. Now, why do you fight with your brother? He said, sir, morning we both at a time we'll get up and we'll get ready for the college. Morning we lost the toothpaste. So we were fighting for the toothpaste. Who will go and get the toothpaste from the shop? I asked him, so what are you going to say now? Are you going to say any invention? He told me, sir, why can't we, because we were searching for the toothpaste for a long time, we were late for the college. And that was so silly for me. I said, no. So what do you want to say? I said, he said, sir, why can't we integrate the toothpaste inside the toothbrush. That sounds so new to me. We don't have a product in India. Do we have a product in India? Is Colgate or Pepsodent or any company has integrated the toothpaste inside the toothbrush? Then I asked, why do you do that? So I need not search for my toothpaste every day. Every day I'll get up, I will just shake my toothbrush, and then I will bring it to the bristles, and then I will have a brush. I can use it for 1 month and I can throw it off. That sounds so novel to me. I said, maybe you cracked an invention. We'll go for filing patent. We were searching for a long time. Finally, we found one European patent which had this particular technology. This might be so simple to you, but yes, any kind of a simple invention which is really novel, which nobody has done in the world, you can go for a patent. Okay, so please understand, participants, patent is filed for the smallest new thing. So in normally, while we write journals, while we write publications, we go for very complex things. We involve in Fourier series, we involve in many analytics, lots and lots of things we will do. But patent is filed for the smallest new thing, which is definitely, I hope, this particular toothbrush with the integrated paste, no, you might be new to many of you. This is something very simple, but yes, it is a patent. All right. I hope you are. I'm going to show some products just to motivate you before we get into the topic. So this is a Fontus water bottle. This is one of the top inventions of this decade. I was really wondered the moment I looked at this product. You travel on the mid sea where you don't have a single drop of water to drink, or you travel on the mountain where you are really thirsty. You go for a hiking, and you take this water bottle and then you show it on the sunlight, automatically it generates water. How does it happen? It's very simple. You have a compressor. The compressor is powered by the solar panel. And once the compressor runs, say for example, you take the water bottle out of your refrigerator. What happens? Outside the water bottle, you will have water droplets. Why? Because due to the temperature difference, it grabs all the air particles. It grabs all the moisture, and then it just applies on the surface of the water bottle. The same concept here. So the compressor works, and then it grabs all the moisture on the air, and then the water bottle starts to fill. So this is one of the top inventions of this decade, and this is a patent. 2 Germans have filed a patent for this. All right. So what are the essential requirements of a design? Please listen carefully. First, we will go with the design procedures. So what are the basic things that you should think before you go for a design? So first we will see, please understand, participants, in USA, industrial design is called as separately as design patent and utility patents. In India, they are called as industrial designs and patents. Okay, so science invention in India, it is called as patent. Science invention in USA, it is called as utility patent. So any kind of novelty in the appearance, in India it is called industrial design. In USA it is called design patent. So please understand there is a difference. Industrial design in India is called as design patent in America, and patent, what we call a science invention in India, is called as utility patent in USA. So you should know how they are differently named. Okay, so what should be the essential requirements of a design filing? Okay, it should be significantly distinguishable. It should not comprise of any scandalous or obscene matter. It should not be mere mechanical contrivance. It should not be a mere change in the shape or the size of the article. Okay, so those things, any kind of a simple product which you can enlarge, or which is a mere the change in the shape of this, a mere change in the size of the article, you cannot go for a design protection. Okay, so there are certain things which are which cannot be filed, exclusion from the scope of the design. Like, you have the books, the calendars, certifications, the labels, tokens, cards, national flags, building structures, and some kind of emblems, some layout. For those things, no, we cannot go for postcards, for a calendar design, for dressmakings. For those things, we cannot go for a design. Okay, you can go for a design protection for a particular product, which should not be the one which I mentioned here, but which should be definitely new in its appearance. Like the above discussion what we had, any kind of a novel design which has to be new to the controller. When the controller takes your particular product, when he takes your document, when he looks at the product, that should be very new to him and that should not be seen anywhere. For those kind of products, you can go for a design protection. All right, where can we go for design protection? Okay, so there are, you can always apply online. You can always apply online, and you have patent agents who can assist you to help a design filing. So there are two important forms at the Indian Patent Office. So quickly, I will take another 15 to 20 minutes. Then I will tell you how to navigate the Indian Patent website, and I will tell you how to download the forms for this design filing. There are two forms for this design filing, Form 6 and Form 7. Okay, so you have to use this Form 6 and Form 7, and you have to find in which class code does it come. Does your product come? So you have to, I will also be telling how to download the design forms. What are the forms you have to download before you go for filing a design? All right. So you have to, the head office is at Kolkata, but always you can now apply at the branch offices. You have the branch office at Chennai, Mumbai, and Kolkata, and Delhi. You can go to the IPR office and you can get the forms and you can fill the forms and you can apply for a design. So design protection is given for 10 years and you can extend for another 5 years. Unlike the intellectual property rights, the patents, which is for 20 years. Now we will go for some people who are the winners of patents. You know this person, Edison. He has over hundreds of patents, and he became popular because of all his inventions, and every inventions are in his name because he patented everything. And you know this woman called Rowling, a very poor woman from the Britain, and who is now a billionaire, not a millionaire. She's a billionaire because she was able to copyright or protect her invention. And she was able to, and not the invention, it is the story of Harry Potter. The story of Harry Potter was protected in her name, and that through that she became a billionaire. So one invention can change. And I hope you all know this person, Jackson, Michael Jackson. He was worshipped as God, and he was. People screamed at his dance because of this one moment. He had this one thing defeat. Almost everyone can put the steps of Michael Jackson, but in one way he was very different. Way back in the 90s, there were multitudes and huge number of people attended his dance, just not for the moment and for the singing what he did, but because of something strange what he did on the stage. What he did, he was able to incline beyond the center of gravity, and people were screaming at him, and people cried for his dance, and people were making noises for his dance because of this unique moment. But there was a technology that was involved. He had the interlocking mechanism between the stage and his boots. There were certain spots on the stage where he went and stood, and he and his teammates, they went and stood, and they had the magnetic locking by which that he was able to incline beyond the CG and marvel the crowd. And there was something unique which actually rocked, and by which they were the winners in the world. And singers, songwriters, they have protection. And this person, he's a very popular person, Dan Moen. He was very popular with the song "God Is Good." Okay, fine. So protect to win the world. When you have a protection, say for example, I can talk about the Aether 450. It is a startup. How many of you can believe that Aether is a very successful vehicle? It is coming up very, very well. But how many of you know that that is a product designed by the students, and that is a startup which has really come out with a big success? So you have to really protect to win the world. When you say for example, when you get onto a lab and come out with a product, and when you're successfully making a product, the first thing what you should do is you have to search whether that is available already anywhere. And if you have a clear distinction, and when you are confirmed that yes, no one has done in the world, definitely you have to go for a patent filing. So once you do the patent filing, then you have to bring it to the business world, you have to go for trademarking. So all these things. Say for example, I always go to this KFC. The first time I went to the KFC, I was marveling at the one word which was there in the KFC. They said all our ingredients are patented. How many restaurants can exactly match the KFC chicken? I've been to many. Even when you go to McDonald's, you can never have the taste of the crunchy KFC. The KFC chicken is very juicy, and it's very crunchy, and it's very tasty because they have their ingredients which are patented. The founder of KFC, Harland Sanders, had a lot of failures for a long time, and now KFC is available all over the world. And because they have the unique secret which is patented. All right, so you really have to win the world. You have to protect and be winner. All right. So you know this person, Benny Prasad. He's a very popular person, and he's the only person in the world to travel all the 195 countries and 257 sovereign countries in a span of 6 months. And he became very popular. He's an Indian. Uh, he had one thing which is very peculiar and unique. That is a bongo guitar called as a bentar, which means it had the bongo drum and the guitar integrated. What you see on his hand, he has the guitar. The simultaneously he will use his fingers to stroke the strings of the guitar and use the bongo drum. And he had something unique, and by which he was popular. He was invited to various universities, and he went to all the countries in the world in a very short span. So he's Benny Prasad. So he had something different by which he was popular, and that is what I mean to say. All right. So what is a patent? What is an industrial design? So these are the presentations. These are the topics which you're going to cover. What is a patent? What is an industrial design? And Indian patent website navigation, and patent search basics, and patent documentation, and patent and design filing procedures, and career in the IPR industry. Quickly, I'll go through it. I think I have another 20 minutes. So first, what I will do is I will first I will go to the yeah. First, I will talk what is a patent. As I said, patent, it should be a tangible product. So in India, you cannot file a patent for mere an idea. Say, for example, if you have an idea and your idea has just conceived in your mind, you can file a patent that is called provisional patent, and you have 12 months of time for you to complete the product, making the product, and go for complete specification. Those things I'll be telling you while we see the while we navigate the Indian patent website. So what are the forms you have to download? Those things also I'll be talking. It should be a new material. It should be a new process or making something. So patent can be filed. Please, participants, listen. If you have two formulas, two chemical formulas, two compositions, and you can make, for making a new composition, for making a new product, which is two chemical formulations, you formulate a new product, you can go for a patent. And you can also file a patent for a method of making the formulation, for those things, for methodology, for the novel method of making a particular product, you can go for patent filing. What you cannot file is, you cannot file for a business plan. If you cannot, if you have an idea, if you mere have an idea, you cannot get a patent, or you cannot file a patent. You cannot file a patent for a computer program in India. I'm talking about India. And you cannot get a patent for treatment methodologies. Say, for example, for treating cancer, if you have a methodology, for that methodology, you cannot go for a patent. But if you have a product for which you can, if you have a novel product for which you can treat a cancer patient, for that product, you can go for a patent. Okay, for treatment methodology, you cannot go for a patent. I hope you understood what I said. Yeah. All right. Why is patent needed? Why people are crazy about patents? You know, there are faculty members who say, I have 35 journals, reputed journals. I have 40 Scopus journals, but they hardly have patents. They say, we don't have patent, we just have filed patents. Okay, what is patent? Patent definitely makes a difference. And you know, a patent is very nascent in the country. It is very new in the country. Many universities are wanting, you know, patent agents now. Many universities are wanting, you know, faculty members to file patents. Many universities, they want a patent cell now. It is really upcoming well. So students, you can set your foot in the patent industry. You can become a patent agent. The patent agent examination is going to commence. Last year, it didn't happen due to lockdown. So the 2020 patent agent examination is going to commence now in 2021. So you have to, there are certain books I'll be telling you. The Indian Patent Act 1970, the Patent Amendment Act 2002. So those are available on the Indian patent website. So, and there are some certain case studies, even the old year questions are available. So those things you can always be prepared for those kind of examinations, and you can become a patent agent. So, and even you can go for patent lawyers. You know, patent lawyers are very few in the country. You know, I recently had a chance to visit the Madurai High Court, where I saw there were hundreds of lawyers. I was asking, is there any patent lawyer available? They said patent lawyers are not available in the Madurai High Court. You have to go to Chennai. So I was wondering, say for example, big companies like Ford and big companies like Tata, they'll be having patent lawyers because they will come out with inventions every day. They make hundreds of products. Now they will come out with a lot of inventions. So all their employees' inventions will be protected in their name, in the company's name. And for that, they need, say, for example, Ashok Leyland has got 10, 15 patent lawyers. So they will be having lots and lots of people. So as an engineer, so when you complete your graduation, then you do the patent law, you will be in the right position to actually find which is novel and where there is differentiation, and how the engineering product is different from the existing one, how it is commercially viable. So when you have an additional qualification of patent law, no, you can set your career in the patent industry. So that is why I said patent is nascent in the country. You can proudly disclose your invention. So once you say say for example, we go for hackathon and we have a product in our hand, we go for hackathon, we go and release the product to the public domain, and they will give you a price of 50,000 or 1 lakh rupee or 10,000 rupees, and then you will come out with a certificate. Yes, you have won the hackathon competition. But what happened to the invention? The invention is already disclosed. Somebody might steal the invention and take it out of you. So when you patent it, when you protect the invention and say, yes, this is my invention and I have the patent number, so you can proudly disclose the invention, and they'll be afraid. Anybody will be afraid now, because they cannot infringe. When they do that, they'll be in problem, not you, because it is already protected in your name. So when they steal your product, they are going to pay you royalty. And I did it first. I was first. You can have that. It is very prestigious to feel that you have done it, and you have licensing possibilities. You can recoup the amount spent on R&D. You can expand the collaborations, and very easy to publish. So there are no editors. Any kind of a patent document, there are two options how you can publish it. If you wait for 18 months, it gets published automatically. And if you fill the form, there is one form for an early publication that we are going to see now shortly. There is one form for early publication. So if you go for early publication, your patent gets published maximum from 10 days to 3 months. So there are options where you can easily publish your patent. So this is my journey towards patent. I'll cover this quickly. So my journey towards patent, initially we had a very humble beginning. We made a very small golf cart vehicle which runs, it runs hardly for 10-15 minutes with solar and wind power. And it was new way back in the year 2011. And we had the foreign team visiting our college, and they had published in their article, the Yavatan article from Switzerland, called Projects Abroad. They had published this article. And later on, we want to really work hard and make a successful solar and wind powered vehicle, common vehicle, an electric vehicle which is integrated with solar and wind. So we initially tested it with my car and the wind turbine. We had lots and lots of trial and error methods, and finally we were able to make this product. We took this vehicle to the TVS, to the Jedi event, where the TVS team marveled at us, and this is our final product. And yes, we had many inventions on this particular product, so we went for a patent filing. So there are two options how you can get a patent. Say, for example, there are two options how you can learn swimming. One is go to the swimming trainer and get the swimming learned, or if you go and stand nearby the well to watch how people are swimming, somebody will push you inside the well. So what the person who doesn't know swimming will do, he will somehow start beating his legs and arms, and he will come out of the shore. He'll come out of the well to the shore. Okay, so I learned the filing patent on the second way. I filed a patent not knowing what is a patent, but God's grace, I learned what are the procedures that I have to do. And finally, I took this certification courses from the Anna University, and I also completed this GNLU, Gujarat National Law University Law Program. And finally, I had a lot of uniqueness. And finally, I got my first patent grant on August 1, 2019, where I got my first patent grant. And that motivated me to file some more patents. Currently, I have filed 7 patents, and few of my patents will be published in the coming month. And I hope I'll be filing more patents in the coming days. All right. So the first thing, this is a time to take your pen and paper handy, participants. The first thing what you should do when you get an idea is do a search. So please note down all these things. Note down all these things. I've given Google search a question mark because yes, Google search is not the right search. Google search, you cannot find a patent. It is not a knowledge search. Google search is a keyword search. Say for example, you type something, you type a laptop on a word called laptop on the Google search bar. It will throw a lot of information regarding the laptop. It is not a knowledge search. It is a search based on the keywords what you type. What about Google patents? Yes, it is a patent search. So please note down these things. Google patents, advanced Google patents, USPTO, eSpaceNet, Patent Scope by WIPO, InPass Search, and the last three, Total Patents by LexisNexis, Orbit Search, and PateSeer. These three are paid websites. These three, I know the patent lawyers, they'll be having access. You have to pay a heavy amount, but they have always discounts for engineering institutions. Say for example, you're going to file 40-50 patents from your college. You can definitely get one user subscription from these three popular search engines. The Orbit search will be the best, and I also use the Total Patents and PateSeer. All these three things are paid patent databases where you can easily pull out the record. You can easily pull out the record, and you can find whether your invention is existing or not. There are 100 times where I have failed. While I searched a patent. Say for example, one day I had a problem with the other faculty who was not erasing the blackboard at all after the end of his class. Then every day I used to tell him, sir, please erase the blackboard once you come out of the class. He said, no, he refused to erase the board. Then one day he was calling another student to erase the board. Then I went and took the eraser from him. No, your student should not erase the board. Then give it to me. I was erasing the blackboard. And this was going for over 1 or 2 or 3 weeks continuously. Then one student, he just asked me, sir, why can't you go for a invention? Why can't you go for automatic blackboard eraser? Then I said, wow, that's something new to me. Okay, let's go. Then I was calling him to my cabin, and then we were designing a new automatic blackboard eraser. And I think I'm the first to invent this automatic blackboard eraser. I went to the website and then I did the patent search. There, trust me or not, there were hundreds and hundreds of patents filed on the automatic blackboard eraser. But please listen, students, when you are still able to go for the 101st model, which nobody has done, you can still go for a patent. All right. So that is what it's all about. All right. Now, the patent searching tutorial. Okay, so what this is all about, find a problem. So search for the existing solutions, search in the patents, create an idea, confirm its novelty, and protect the invention. So these are the steps you have to follow. Normally you go, when you travel outside, you have to seek and you have to find a problem. When you find the problem, obviously you can find a solution for it. Say for example, people standing on the queue, you can go and have an interaction with the vegetable vendors. You can go and have an interaction with your with the ladies cooking at your home. You can ask them what is the problem you have. You can go to the agriculturalist and you can ask what is the problem they have. You can go to the transportation department. They will be addressing lots and lots of problems. You can go to the sports field. You can go to a kabaddi referee and ask what is the problem. See, there are many problems for which there is no solution at all. Say for example, I will give one very interesting example. The pro kabaddi match between two different teams, and it was almost the final match, and the score was almost level. What happened? The kabaddi match, both the players are international players. I don't want to tell the name, but they are very popular players. This really happened. The rider said that he touched the defender. The defender said no, he was not touched. Even the HD cameras, all the technology that was there on the ground, they were not able to find, because both the players are promising on the ground. They laid their hands and they were hitting the ground and they promised, I touched you. Then he said, I didn't touch. What happened? The moment he waved his hand, because of his hand movement, the T-shirt was actually waving. I hope you would have seen this. There are many such kind of incidences. Even on the sports field, I think two some few years back, not before, two FIFA World Cups before, there was one situation where the ball had actually crossed the goal post, but a goal was not called. And I think we all know this incident. Roger Federer had tweeted that, while you have so much of technology in tennis, why the technology is not given on the football? Because I think his country actually had lost the match. The ball had actually crossed the post, but that was not noticed because a referee who is on the farthest end of the ground cannot find whether the ball had crossed the post or not. So the technology there involved. What is the technology? Whenever the ball, there is a technology, there is a chip that is placed inside the football that whenever the ball crosses a post, the referee's watch will actually give a vibration alarm. So automatically the referee will blow the whistle that goal has been done, because that is a rule of football, right? At any cases, no, when the ball crosses the post, even when the goalkeeper by chance, if he takes the ball inside, that will be an own goal. Yeah. So that is how technology involves. So I had an interaction with my physical director. He said lots of technology needs to be developed on the badminton also. So likewise, so there are plenty of areas where we can explore and invent. All right. So I'm going to show, what are all the contents of a patent? So these things we'll see in the afternoon. What are all the contents? What are all the contents that you have to take for consider for documenting a patent? The title of the invention, the field of the invention, the object of the invention, and the background of the invention, and then the summary of the invention, and the brief descriptions with the drawing, detailed description of the invention. Everything I will be explaining you with my patent. I'll be displaying my patent documents because that is already published, so not a problem. So I'll be telling you each and every topic. I'll be telling you how to fill it up. All right. So there are, as I said, there are two specification, provisional specification and complete specification. Just in case you just have an idea, you don't have a product, you have an idea sparked in your mind, what you can do is you can prepare a document having all these subtitles. Claims are not required for provisional filing, as you see here. Having all these, I'll be telling you in my afternoon session very clearly how to prepare all these documents. Okay, so once you're done with all these documents, before even making a product, you can go for filing. That is called provisional patent filing. Then within 12 months, you have to file the complete specification. All right, so those things I'll be telling you very clearly in the afternoon session. All right, so complete specification, So these are the, this is the roadmap for patent filing. Please listen carefully. I'll take another, I'll take another 5-7 minutes. I'll be telling you how to navigate the patent website quickly after this. So once you file a patent, here, okay, so you have 12 months of time for filing the complete specification. Then within 18 months, your patent gets published. Then after 6 months, you will be having the first examination report. The Indian Patent Office will have examiners. So they will be taking your patent document and they will give the FER. So they will examine your patent and they will be giving you the FER, first examination report. There they'll be throwing the objections. Sir, your patent is not clear. Your invention is already there. Your invention, the documentation is very poor. And these inventions, there is no clarity on it. So they'll be throwing all the objections. So you will have 6 months of time to respond. Timeline for complaints to FER, you have 6 months of time where you have to reply for the first examination report. So in case if they're not satisfied, you will be rejected. In case if they're convinced, again, no, you will have the intimation about the grant, and then that will be published in the journal, and they will be, finally the patent certificate will be issued. So please listen. While I received my first patent, from this end to this end, it took 7 years of time. But for your information, participants, please listen carefully. The quickest patent, recently I heard from one very popular patent agent, they received the patent in 8 months. Say, for example, you are filing in this January 2021. By the month of August or September, you can get the grant. You can get the grant. So that is something very fast. Yes, there are options available. I'll be telling you now how to get a patent quickly. Now, for example, you have your product, you have all the complete details of your particular product. You need not wait. You go for provisional application. You can go for complete specification, which means you can save 12 months. And you have one form for early publication. That too, if you file, definitely what you can do, you can get your patent, you can save this 18 months. All these 18 months you can save. So all that you have to spend is, I'll be telling you, I'll be taking another 5 minutes to uh, help you how to navigate the Indian patent website. Okay, I hope you all have a pen and paper handy. So I will. These are some of the products. These are the areas where you can find invention. It's invention in agriculture, invention in sports, innovative products. All these things. Sometimes these kind of products might be so simple. Somebody who's standing for a long time doesn't have a chair. You can have a backpack attached with a chair. This is a design. Okay, so all these things are inventions. All these things are inventions, and every inventions are patented. So this is my invention. This is my fourth invention, where I have a sleeve to be placed on my fingers, by which I can, for night riding, especially for lorry drivers, for omnibus drivers, for bike riders, those who are traveling on the night time. I have invented the sleeve just by means of closing the arms and opening the arms. Closing the fingers and opening the fingers, you can make your sleeve to glow green or red, and thereby you can give a passing signal. So I have also a stand attached on the car dashboard by which you can charge this. It is a solar powered sleeve. And this is my fifth invention. It is the solar book reading tracker. There are book reading lovers. Say, for example, you want to complete a book within a specified time. You have a book in your hand which you want to complete in 100 days. And say, for example, the book has got 500 pages. So you can just put the book inside this particular sleeve, in this particular box. So this will give you the alarm of what to read and when. So this is an index tracker. It is an index tracker by which you can complete the book within a specified time. So this is my own invention. Say, for example, you have a Harry Potter collection, you have any book, you have a Tintin book, or you have even your, the holy book like Bible or anything, which you want to complete within a specified time. You can use this tracking method. This is my own invention. I found such kind of invention is not available in the world. I'm telling it openly in the public because I've already filed a patent on the same. All right. So yeah, these are the technologies. See, say for example, this is the world's first smart lunchbox. It is called a Silbo. And for your information, just note this down. The price is 7,16,000 rupees. It is a product from Israel. So it is a Silbo, world's first smart lunchbox. It is 7,16,000 rupees. Now I have made a smart lunchbox, and I'm aiming to make this product with a cost of less than 10,000 rupees. So it is a solar powered lunchbox. It is not a lunchbox. It is even a crunch disperser, where it will program. It will remind you that you should have food at the right time, and it will keep the food warm before you can have it. Okay. So this is a warming crunch disperser for which I filed a patent. All right. So this is my design patent. What I have done. So what happened is I went out the home. What happened is I forgot to switch off my gas stove. While I got inside the house after 1 hour, my entire home was full of smoke. So I want to keep a gentle reminder on my lock that whether I have switched off the light and put off the water tops, and then I have switched off the gas stove. So this is a small reminder which I want to integrate on the locks. Of course, this is a design patent for which I'm going to file a patent. All right. Fine. This is a very unusual wallet. A small money purse with a number locking for which they have gone for a patent. This is one of the top inventions of the decade. Number lock we are familiar with. We are familiar with the wallet, men's wallet, but this is a number lock which is integrated on the men's wallet with an RFID inside. And they claim that this is the safest wallet in the world. And yes, the producer of this particular product is now a millionaire. Okay, this is a very unusual wallet. So existing inventions, a microphone with a designer light, you can go for a patent. And career in patent industry, yes, as I said, you can become a patent attorney and you can become a patent agent. So who is a patent agent? Please understand, participants, patent agent stands as a mediator between the inventor and the Indian Patent Office. So you will be not knowing how to file a patent. So the patent agent will help you how to take your invention to the Indian Patent Office. So he stands as a bridge between the inventor and the Indian Patent Office. Patent attorney, yes. So in case when you go for hearing, in case some cases are taken to the High Court for hearing, there only a patent attorney can speak and fight and argue and win the patent for you. So to become a patent attorney, you have to do a 3-year law or a 4-year law program. To become a patent agent, you have to write the patent agent examination, which is conducted by the Indian Patent Office and patent examiner. So if you're a good expertise in a particular field, maybe in the field of mechanical engineering, maybe in the field of electrical engineering, you can always apply for a post of patent examiner. Recently, the Indian Patent Office recruited a number of patent examiners because there are more and more number of patents getting filed in the recent days. So patent office obviously need more examiners. So once you clear this, once you are selected to be a patent examiner, so you become the you can even become the deputy controller or the controller of the Indian Patent Office. So patent, there are 3 prominent posts which are available at the in the field of IPR, where you can set your career. All right. So you can choose. What you have to do is you have to choose one particular area, maybe education, electronic gadgets, products for differently abled, and security, sports, automotive industry, construction, medical industry, household articles. Any of these kind of places you can actually you can set your foot and where you can get your inventions. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my entire screen and I'm going to help you how to navigate the Indian patent website. I'm going to take another 5 minutes of time. Participants, please listen carefully, because afternoon session I'll be clearly talking about how to search a patent and how to draft a patent. Okay, but now I'm going to take another 5 minutes where I'm going to tell you how to pull out the required documents for patent filing. Okay, so I'm going to present the entire screen. Now listen carefully. Okay, I think I'm presenting my entire screen. So first thing what I'm doing is www.ipindia.nic.in. So I hope you all have a pen and paper handy. Please note down this www.ipindia.nic.in, or you can go to Google and type. I think my net connection is a little slow. Yes, I got it. Okay. The official website of the IPR. Yeah. So here, as I said, you have patents, designs, trademarks, GIs, and this RGNI IPM. So this is an institution. This is related to the training courses, so you can ignore this. But see, you have 4 things here: patents, designs, trademarks, and GIs. So please, you have to go to this patents, and you have to go to this administration, and first you have to click this forms and fees. No, you may not be able to do it now, so you please note down of these things, and then we will have a detailed session in the afternoon 1:30 to 2:30. I'll be clearly telling you how to search a patent document and how to draft a patent document. That will be very, very important. So at the end of the afternoon session, I'm sure you all can file a patent by yourself. Okay, so here, so as I said, first you went to patents, and in patents you went to administration. In administration, you have to go for forms and fees. So forms and fees, once you click the forms and fees, here you have these forms. So there are many forms available, need not be confused. There are few forms which you have to download. Okay, first is form 1. Please note down form 1, form 2, application for the grant of patent. Then form 2. Form 2 is for provisional and for complete specification. Form 2. Then statement of undertaking. Statement of undertaking is not necessary in all cases. Yes, statement of undertaking you can download. Then there is one more form that is called form 9, request for publication. As I said, no, request for publication. When you give this request for publication, you have to pay a particular fee by which your patent will be published so early. Okay, request for publication, early publication. This is form 9. And another one is form 18. For form 18, form 18 is for request for examination. So patent office will normally, they don't examine your patent. You have to give a request to the Indian Patent Office to examine your patent. Only then you will get a grant. So for those things, you have to go for form 18. There is one more form that is called form 18A, that is for expedited examination. I said no, instead of getting waiting for 7 years, you can get the patent in 7 months. For that, you have to go for another special form that is called Form 18A. That is for expedited examination, where you are requesting to conduct an exclusive expedited examinations. You have to pay a fee for the same, by which you will be examined quickly, and maybe when you are through with objections, your patent will be granted so easily. I mean, so quickly. All right. So first, we will see this. So what are the fees that I have to pay? Participants, please listen. I'm not going to take much time of you. I'm going to take 3 more minutes of your time. I'll finish it by 11:40. Please listen. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and in case Form 5 is not necessary all the time. Form 5, that is declaration as to the inventorship. In case the applicants and the inventors are different, we have to go for this one. And Form 9 and Form 18. So I'll repeat: Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 9 and Form 18. These are the forms what you have to download initially for patent filing. All right, now we will see the fee structure. So yes, so once you click the fee here, I'm sure you all are watching the screen here. Just give me one moment. I think my system is pretty slow. Yeah, I'll finish in 2 minutes. Afternoon session, I'll be telling you how to search, how to do with my examples, I'll be telling you how to do a clear patent search, and then I'll be telling you how to draft a patent. Both these things I'll be telling you in the afternoon session. Okay, so now we will see, before we end this session, how much fee we have to pay for initial patent filing. Okay, now here, for Form 1, application for the grant of patent, this is a fee, 1,750. So when you file a patent as individual, so this form is applicable for us. Small entity and large entity, that is for small business people, and large entity, in case they file a patent in the name of the college or institution, or suppose if Ford or TCS is filing patent, this last column is applicable. For us, only this column is applicable. So 1,750, that is for Form 1 and Form 2, and for Form 3 there is no fee. And let us see what is the fee for Form 9. For Form 9, that is the request for publication, 2,750. That is for Form 9. And Form 18. Form 18 is for request for examination. So this is Form 18. So that is for Form 18. Okay, Form 18. So that is another 4,400 rupees. So 2,750 plus 1,750 and 4,400. That will be less than 9,000 rupees. What is the amount what you require? That is a fee what you have to pay to the government or to the Indian Patent Office to file your patent. Okay. So in case if you don't want to spend so much, what you can do is you can just pay 1,750 with Form 1 and Form 2 and file the patent and get the patent application number. So how to do that? How to fill the Form 1 and Form 2? Before that, how to do a patent search? Those things we will be seeing in the afternoon session. All right. So now I hand over the session to Rajesh sir again. We will revert in the afternoon session by 1:30. Over to you, sir.
Hello, sir. The session was very wonderful. And there are some queries raised in the chat box. I think you have already answered some of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How can an individual afford the cost of whole patenting process is one question. Is there any grants
Yes, sir.
for applying patent?
I will answer the first question one more time, sir. See, the one thing what you can do is when you file there are no limitations for the applicants and the inventors for filing patent. So when you have 3 or 4 inventors, you can share it with you. Say for example, there are for one of my patent there are 4 inventors. So we shared the amount of this 8,900 rupees. We shared it within us, or you have to afford the cost. In case when you file it in the name of the college, or when you have a very good invention which the college wants to file in their name, no, the college will definitely take its expenses. Say for example, normally that is how it goes. When a person working in a big company like Ashok Leyland or Ford, when they are Bosch or any company, when they file the patents, no, the patent will be filed only in the name of the company. So the inventor need not worry about the patenting cost. They have their own lawyers, they have their own attorneys. They will take care of all the documentation process. All that you have to do is you have to tell your invention and you have to develop the invention and you have to make it. So though they will take care. But when you file as an individual, you will be the applicant and you will be the inventor. In that case, obviously you have to take care of your expenses. My best method is it is enough like you pay 1,750 and wait. In case if you don't want the grant immediately, you can wait. You can just pay this 1,750 and you can wait until your patent gets published. So once your patent gets published, then you can request for examination, or you can request for the examination also. Altogether in a very minimum amount, now you can have your patent granted. So I heard many scientists they haven't spent at all. They spent a very just the government fees they have paid and they have received the patent grant. Obviously, when your invention is going to worth millions of rupees, why can't you spend for the same? You're going to spend less than 9,000 for the invention, for which you're going to have the ownership for the next 20 years. Yeah. So I have one more question here. Sir, is the first examination report done only based on the documents we submit, or is there a physical examination and interview? No, the FER will see. Normally, it goes like this, Mr. Raji. So it goes like this. What happens is, where once your patent gets published, and once you give a request for the examination, within 12 months, what you will get is you will get the first examination report from the examiner. The controller will separately mail you. And they will be actually throwing the objections, and we will be given a time of 6 months by which we have to reply. We have to reply back, and then based on that, again they'll be asking for more clarification. In case we will also be asked for a physical hearing also, but mostly nowadays hearing is done online. They'll be giving you a link where we'll be getting the details about the time and the date of when we have the hearing. So the hearing will happen online, where we have to answer the objections, and then it will be either rejected or granted to us. Okay, so did I answer your question, Raji? Is that your question? And
yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Same link, I think. All right.
Yes, the link is common.
Is it possible to file patent? All right. So yeah, is it possible to file patent with the prototype? Definitely, you can file. Even if you don't have a prototype, also you can file. So Mr. Noble, yes, I think you can. I think I answered your question. Even if you, as I said, even if you don't have a prototype now, you have just the idea. What you can do is you can prepare a document. You can prepare a pakka document, and you can file a provisional patent. So the Indian Patent Office is exclusively giving you this 12 months of time for you to design and make the prototype. After which you have to give the complete specification before the 12th month, before the 1 year. Before the 1 year. Say for example, today is the 16th of Jan 2021. So before 16th of Jan 2022, you have to file the complete specification. So I'll be telling you each and every step how to prepare the documentation and do the patent searching. That we'll be discussing in the afternoon class. Are new Android apps patentable? Rajesh sir, yeah, see, this is a question which many of us ask, but unfortunately, you cannot go for a patent. But what you can do is you can go for a copyright. You can go for a copyright, but for applications, for any kind of computer algorithm, those things you cannot go for a patent. But if you do a program which has got a hardware integration, say for example, you have a program for operating your elevator, or if you have a program for operating your microwave oven, that means hardware is integrated along with it, definitely you can go for a patent. Okay, so for mere programs and applications, you cannot go for a patent in India. Is there any point in filing patent which does not have a market scope? It's up to you. Then why do you go for patent filing, Abhinav? You can go for patent filing even if you don't have a market scope, but you are going to see, once you get the patent grant, please remember, once you get the patent grant, you have to pay annuity fee. Every year you have to pay an annuity fee to maintain the patent. So every year you have to pay a fee. Up to 20 years you have to pay a fee. So everything is going to be waste. When you don't have a patent, bringing it to the market, you are not going to make money out of it. Then what is a point of just filing a patent? Maybe for just for the sake of telling patent. What is the use of it, sir? Idea can be patented, right? A mere idea cannot be patented. So you must have a product. So at what time an idea patent gets failed is, right? You can file a patent, that's not a problem. But when you come to the FER, when you come to the point of hearing, the real documentation what you have about the product, that will speak at that time. When you have the documents, say for example, when you have a prototype, when you have a product, at least you will be having a note, you will be having a notes, you'll be having a project report for 30 pages. That will play a vital role at that point of giving your answers for your FER. So when you give your answers to the controller, when you mere have an idea, you cannot work it out. No, you will be caught right there. So at that point of time, when you have a project report, that will speak at the point of hearing. So with a mere idea, you can file a patent, but you cannot have a patent grant. So I'll be giving my contact details. Okay, just give me a moment. You can always call me. I think that number is disabled now, but I will enable my number. So this is my contact number. 1 minute. I will. One minute. So please join the afternoon session by 1:30. But yeah, this is my contact number. I will click on the number now. I'm using the net, so I've switched off this number, but now I'll enable the number now. This is my contact number. You can call me after 12 o'clock or any time. And 1:30 to 2:30, we will quickly see the patent searching process and documenting process. Okay. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We will rejoin at 1:30 p.m. Participants, please use the same link.
Yes, sir.
We have shared in the morning session. And also, please post your feedback for the forenoon session in the following link given in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you again, Professor Dayan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We'll meet up at 1:30.
Yes, sir. We'll meet by 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.